What's up, Panthers fans? Another episode of Florida Panthers Daily here. As you guys can see, different background on the road again. Currently at my girlfriend's apartment here in Tampa, here for a event for work. Seems like I'm always on the road for work doing different events, but just super excited to be with you guys back again. Again, game day. Panthers are in LA to take on the Kings at 10 o'clock tonight. Another late game. Talked about this last episode. This is our stretch of the Panthers being in California. This is the second game in California. Saturday, we take the trip up north to play the San Jose Sharks. But really, big game today. We've talked about before. Panthers are struggling mightily on the road with a 1-5 record. A lot different at home, being 5-1-1 for a total overall record of 6-6-1. And right now, with how good the Eastern Conference is, that's just not getting it done. Everybody in the East, at least according to last video and when last video was recorded, had a winning record. I'm assuming that's probably a little bit different now. But everybody in the Eastern Conference, at least up to this point, good. A lot of the guys, a lot of the teams that are in our division are playing a lot better. That started off slow, like Toronto and Tampa. So this road stretch is really big for us. Tough game against Anaheim. Bobrovsky did not play well. Again, we need to get a win tonight. Very big game. We're favored again, -105, so a slight favorite on the road here in LA. Again, we're 6-6-1. Kings are 6-4-4, and we do not want to drop below 500. So again, big game tonight at 10 p.m. Speaking about tonight's game, want to talk about best bets. Seems like some of the best bets have been doing pretty good. Mostly, I'll go and I'll do like a 3-leg parlay. So I'll give 3 bets. You guys can go and pick one bet that may be good. Or if you want to do the whole 3-leg parlay, you can do that. Or you could pick maybe 2 of the bets that I kind of give out and say, you know what, I like these 2. I'm going to pick those. It seems like the past, I think, 3 times I've done Jacob's best bets, I've hit 2 out of 3 of them. So we're going to go and we're just going to stick to around 2 or 3 of them again. So make sure you're picking one that's you feel very confident in, or 2 that you feel very confident in. One lock that I would give is Brad Marchand to at least get a point or more. I think within all of our games, he's got a point at least in every single game except 2 of them. He also leads the team in points. Currently at so he has 7 goals and he has 13 points. And again, so we're 6-6-1. We've played 13 games. So in 13 games, he scored 13 points. That's basically a lock. Put money on Brad Marchand to have at least a point or more. Also, one area I feel like we've been struggling in is obviously sometimes we never know if we're going to win or we're going to lose. Odds are probably because we're on the road, we're a lot better team at home than on the road. We're probably not going to win this game. Again, wanting to win this game, rooting to win this game, but based on just being 1-5 on the road, we're probably not going to win this game. So I'd leave money line alone here. What I would focus on is I would focus on shots. So you're looking at shots here, and you're looking at players who have the most shots. You have Marchand leading the team with 37 shots. You also have guys who are up there as well. Well, actually, let me correct myself. Sam Reinhart leading the team in 38 shots. Marchand just below that with 37 shots. Sam Miskevich also in the 30s with 31 shots. And then Verhaeghe with 33 shots. Sometimes you never know who's going to have the most amount of shots. We only had 21 shots last game. But I think it's very easy. Marchand, he's been our best player. Him having 2.5 shots or more. And then also you could kind of switch out Sam Reinhart, Carter Verhaeghe, maybe even Mackie Samoskevich. So Samoskevich leads the team in assists with 7. You can kind of switch those out in regards to who you also think might get either 2 shots or more, or maybe 3 shots or more between Verhaeghe, Samoskevich, and Reinhart. For me, if I was building a 3-leg parlay, I'd do Marchand a point or more, Reinhart 2.5 shots or more, and then also Marchand 2.5 shots or more. Like I said, staying away from the money line on this one. Picked money line last one, was looking great when we were up 3-2, and then obviously gave up those 5 unanswered goals. So staying away from money line on here. Having points for Marchand, again, that's basically a lock. And then him to have 2.5 shots or more. or going to go and have Sam Reinhart 2.5 shots or more. So continuing to move along with this video, some news around the NHL. Some big news is Alex Ovechkin finally got to 900 goals. This is an amazing accomplishment. No other player has ever reached this mark. Heck, no other player has ever reached the 895 mark. So really cool to see him get to 900 goals. Obviously, last year he set the all-time scoring record. And then this year he went and he was able to get to 900 goals. I know this is going to be his last year, so it'll see where he actually finishes. But, man, what an amazing accomplishment to be the first ever NHL player to reach 900 goals. He might be the only ever NHL player to reach 900 goals. It'll be interesting to see how he goes and this pans out and how his career ends. But congratulations, Alex Ovechkin. And then to finish out today's video, talking about where in the heck is Sam Bennett? Obviously, we've talked about our struggles overall, being 6-1, not being where we want to be 13 games in. And then also what we're talking about specifically our struggles on the road. We know we're missing Alexander Barkov and Matthew Tkachuk. Those are some of the bigger guys, bigger names. We're also missing currently Jonah Gadjevich, Dmitry Kulikov, Thomas Nosek. So 5 of our regulars are out. 2 really big names. One guy that we just signed for 8 years and gave $8 million per year to is Sam Bennett. Obviously, I know he's a little bit at a disadvantage because he's playing on the first line compared to playing on the second line where he probably should be playing and is more comfortable. But for a guy that has played so well in the playoffs, to win the Conn Smythe and then to come back 13 games in, and I'll just read you some of his stats. So he's played all 13 games. He has a total of 2 goals, 2 assists, for a total of 4 total points. And he is the worst. He has the worst plus minus on the team with -8. That's just not going to get it done. He needs to play better. For us to make the playoffs this year, he needs to play better. The East is too good. Sam, if you're watching this, hopefully this kind of lights a fire underneath you. I understand that you're not a first-line center. It is what it is. You were given a disadvantage kind of having to play there because of the Barkov injury. You're much more equipped to play second, third line. But Sam Bennett, we need you to step up. We need you to step up. We're not making the playoffs if you continue to play the way that you're playing. You need to create. You need to stop turning the puck over. You need to go and get other players involved, even if you're not playing well. And that plus minus needs to be better. If you're not scoring, if you're not assisting, that's fine. But you need to go and stop the other team from scoring. So, again, Sam Bennett has been, at least so far this year, a no-show. And if we want to get back to the playoffs, he needs to go and step up. And really what that is that starts tonight. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for the people who have subscribed, who leave these awesome comments. Thank you so much. That's helping the channel grow. I hope you guys are liking the content so far. And as always, go Cats.